All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Whatever time you're watching this video, we say thank you. This is the Student Athlete Playbook video conversation. And as always, we bring you the best coaches, the best teachers, the best youth coaches, the best administrators, and of course, the best parents and student athletes that are out here doing great things in the community. And today is no different. On the line, on the video line, the phone line, whatever you want to call it, on the streaming line, today we have a great family with us, the Hendley family. That's Taylor, that's Larissa, and that's the real Hendley. How y'all doing this evening?
We're good.
Hi. Excellent, excellent. Well, thank y'all for taking the time out of your busy day to have this conversation. Like I just said in the intro, we love speaking to families that are active together, doing great things. And Taylor, you the main event tonight. You know, when I found out, about your tennis success, I like, oh, Darrell, man, I didn't even know. So I said I had to get you on the show and talk to you and the family about, what y'all are doing. Larissa, Darrell, how are y'all, raising your children and producing these outstanding young people? Being a student athlete is one thing, but the more important thing is just being an outstanding young person, growing and developing into an adult. So I salute y'all and hey, let's jump right into it. Y'all ready?
We're ready.
All righty, cool. Well, Taylor, the first question is going to be to you, of course. What does it mean to be a student athlete? What does that mean to you? When somebody said, man, Taylor, you're a student athlete, you're an outstanding student athlete. What does that mean?
Being a student athlete for me means managing activities or clubs you have in school, being an athlete, playing sports, maintaining, practicing, working out, and having good grades, being respectful to people in school, out of school, no matter where you are.
Wow. I heard a word that I don't hear too many young people say. Did I hear you say the word respect?
Yes, sir.
Wow. See, now you just hit on something that I talk about a lot when I'm speaking to young people and to adults alike is respect. And we have to earn respect, and we have to go out here and show people respect. And so when we show people respect first, 9 times out of 10, they're going to start respecting us back, especially when we're out there talking. We're talking to talk, but more importantly, we're walking the walk. Our actions speak louder than words. I love that, Taylor. That's outstanding. That's outstanding. Now, what is your favorite subject in school, and why is that your favorite subject?
Containing Windows, StreamYard, camera or microphone, recording, Google Chrome, full screen space.
My favorite subject in school is history because I feel like in order to understand the future and become the best person you can in the future, you have to understand history and what got you to the place you're at, what other people had to go through, the sacrifices they made in order to build a great future for yourself.
Wow. You looking back in history and you understand how people have sacrificed for you to be where you are today. Let me ask you this, Taylor. So I talk to a lot of young people every day. And again, adults alike, because sometimes the adults don't have it together, as you're probably learning as you get older. Now, I was talking to some people the other week, and they were like, oh, man, marching and protesting, none of that stuff works anymore. And I'm like, why are y'all saying that? And so I had to start thinking about my mom and my dad and my grandparents, all these people that were a part of the civil rights movement. And, we only talking about 60 years ago. So we're not talking about a very long time ago, and how these people sacrificed their lives, their freedom, and their college educations for us to live the way we live today. So see, I live out in Clayton County, and I know for sure, if it wasn't for them, I would not be living in Clayton County right now. All the people that live in Stone Mountain, they would not be living in Stone Mountain right now if it wasn't for people in the past that sacrificed a lot. I'm talking about their lives, money, their freedom, education, the whole 9. So Taylor, that's excellent that you understand that at this young age. being a ninth grader and understanding how important history is. That's beautiful. Darrell, let me shift over to you for a second. Now, what vision did you and Larissa sit down, like when your children were born? Did y'all sit down and create a vision for them? Like, did y'all have a vision, something in y'all minds that you wanted them to become?
Well, my wife's vision was for both her kids to be geniuses. So that was one vision. But we have a breakdown in the house. My wife takes care of all the education and everything. I deal with more of the athletic side and making sure they stay in shape, doing drills, doing stuff like that. My wife on about making sure they staying on top of their schoolwork, doing what they do. So I mean, you know, we mix it up pretty good, but it works out good. I mean, my daughter and my son, I see them grow, living in the house and watching Taylor grow as she became a teenager, and even my son, him being 8 years old, just seeing him grow, because they push each other, even though they are 5 years apart from each other. They still push each other. He looks up to her, and he plays tennis too. So it's a good thing. My wife can talk on the vision of the education side.
Larissa?
I think more importantly, our vision was just to raise strong, healthy, and happy kids. You know, again, we touched on respect and being God-fearing and just knowing how to pray, knowing, you know, having manners, having being able to balance your time. These are all the things that are important to us, and that's kind of the messages that we want to send and how we want to live, because, you know, sometimes our kids, they don't always do what we tell them to do, but they do what they see us doing. So more importantly, our vision is for them is just to raise healthy, happy, God-fearing kids that are, you know, that know their worth and are going after everything that they want in this life.
Wow. I heard a lot of different things in that. The thing that just stood out to me, you said God-fearing. Hey, I love it. Larissa, I'm glad you said that word. I was just talking to a referee, a youth football referee earlier today, and they were just telling me about some horrific stuff that happened out on the fields this past weekend. And I was saying to myself, man, where is God in this thing? Because you hear people talk about, oh, I got to go get, you know, the cars, I got to go get the money, I got to go get the houses. But you don't hear a lot of people say, oh, man, I got to go get God. I got to go get connected to God. I got to stay connected to God. So I love the fact that y'all are instilling being God-fearing, being connected to God, having a relationship with God in your children, and helping them develop in that way. Because we know if all things fail, God is the one that's going to pick us up regardless.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful. I love it. Now, everybody watching this video, we have teachers, we have athletic directors, we have other student athletes and their parents watching this video. Hey, listen, you just saw it. It's teamwork that makes the dream work in the Hendley family. The mother, Larissa, handling the academics, making sure everything's on point. You got the father, Darrell, handling the business, making sure the training and on the athletic side. And that's what puts the whole well-balanced young person together. They need it all. It's called well-rounded and being balanced. That's another word Larissa used, being balanced. I love it. I love it. Let's keep on talking. Now, anytime I bring up a point and y'all have something y'all want to infuse in it, please make sure you do. Okay. So now, Taylor. Now, what caught my attention, your father posted a tournament win on his Facebook page, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, we got championship tennis playing out here. Now, was that your first tournament win I saw, or you won other tournaments? Tell me about your tennis playing situations out there right now.
So that was I've been playing tennis for a long time now, and that was my first tournament for like about a year or two.
Okay.
Because I just continued to practice. I kind of took a break from taking tournaments, so I just practiced. And this was my first tournament going back into tennis after taking the long break from tournaments. That was my first tournament going back in, and I won it. I think the last time I played in the tournament, I was maybe 11 or 10.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think my tournament wins were like, that might have been my first tournament win.
I got you.
But I know for coming back into playing tennis and starting back playing again, it was the first tournament I played in for about 2 years, and I won it.
Wow. Now that's impressive. Now, you know, in the NBA, they've had this layoff because of what's going on with COVID-19. And you're just explaining how you took some time off just to train, which is very important, especially at a young age. I think training actually is more important than the actual play. So playing in actual matches. So that's beautiful, Taylor. If you to come out during this time of COVID-19 and win a tournament, that's huge. I salute you, young lady. I salute you. That's big. Now, how far do you want to take your tennis? How far do you really want to go with your tennis game?
I think being professional is definitely the top goal, but if not, like, because I'm 13, so I don't know exactly what I want to do with my life right now.
That's right. Yes.
But right now I'm focusing on scholarship. So for tennis right now, I wanted to get me a scholarship. I want to get a scholarship playing tennis. And if I realize that my love for tennis is that deep, like if I continue to love tennis and I don't stop it, then being pro is definitely the goal.
Excellent. Well, let me tell you, it can take you a long way. Game of tennis, any sport for that matter. You know, if you choose to dedicate yourself to it. I have a niece. She played golf in high school. She actually went to the Hank Haney Academy up there in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and she ended up playing golf and collegiately at a SCAD here in Atlanta, Georgia, because she's into fashion and I wanted to be a fashion designer. So that's what she's actually doing right now. But she got the opportunity to come to Atlanta. She was born here. The family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, and then she came back home to go to college. And so golf brought her back home to play collegiately, and she was freshman All-American in golf and the whole nine. So if you are willing to put in the time and put in the dedication, yes, you can achieve your goals of getting that scholarship for sure, and going on professionally if that's what you choose to put the time in to do. So excellent. I love it. What outside of tennis, what are some of the other fields of business that you're looking at as far as being a professional in? You know, have you seen that NCAA commercial that most of us 9 times out of 10 are gonna go pro in something else? Have you seen that commercial before? Y'all seen that before?
Yes, I've seen it.
You seen it? So Taylor, what other than tennis, what other field of business that are you interested in right now?
Other than tennis, I think there's either I think I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Yes.
Or go into like performing arts.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
And she loves to sing and the debate. She loves to sing and debate.
Well, hey, when you talking about debate, listen, there's a great debate organization. It's called the Harvard Debate Club here in Atlanta, Georgia. Are y'all familiar with it?
Yes.
Okay, is she already a part of it?
No, we're not a part, but we've been watching them. We think that those young people are amazing. So they're definitely on our radar.
Yes.
Hey, apply. Brandon Fleming, Mr. Fleming, outstanding gentleman. My daughter was a part of the first class. She's a senior in high school this year, but she was a part of the first class that became national champions. So I encourage you to apply. Try to get on that. I think you would love it. If you love the debate, Taylor, Mr. Fleming and his staff are going to challenge you, but it's an unbelievable experience that I think you'll be awesome for. I believe you're a great fit for it. So definitely look into that, and we'll talk offline about that too. Because we need to make that happen for you if all possible. That's excellent. Hey, that movie, what's the Great Debaters? Oh man, awesome movie. So you like that movie, Taylor?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, excellent. So let's get back into them because I get carried, as you see, Taylor. I get carried away. I go way off into other stuff because that's just how I talk. But I'm gonna get back focused right now. I get excited when we seeing my young people just do great things. Darrell, Larissa. Now, obviously she has great poise. Taylor has great poise. How important is that character to you all
Needs attention.
being seen on and off the court?
Inside of a group. To enter text in this field. To add iTunes has new dot Barry Brown. Selected. Barry Brown. Unselected. Button name one item.
Yeah, I don't know. What is that?
You are currently on a text field inside of a group. To enter text in this field, type. To exit this group, press Control, Option, Shift, up arrow.
I have no idea. Are we being hacked or something?
No,
that was weird.
Go ahead, Taylor. Did you hear the rest of the question?
Okay, did you hear me? Okay, let me start. I have no idea what that was. Sorry, everybody that's watching the video.
Recording, Google Chrome group.
Okay. So the question, did you hear the question, Taylor?
Oh, the character question was from...
Oh, well, actually for Larissa and Darrell, how important is that for her showing great character on the court, like when things are not going well in a match, and let's just say something's not going well in school, but she has to still maintain that outstanding character. How important is that to you all?
It's very important. I know for sure. I've definitely seen a change in her character just playing tennis, playing sports. I did not play sports as a child, and so watching her, I can definitely see the difference. I see her, learning to take her time and just take deep breaths and remembering who she is on and off the court, and just us having those conversations about when you lose and when you win, and how everything is a learning opportunity. So using everything that happens, everything that comes along to help develop that character, and also just to, let her know who she is both on and off the court. As far as character development, sports in general, we all know there are tons of studies on athletes. And so we know what sports does and what it brings to a person. And so, of course, that's definitely important. That's one of the number one reasons why, I'm very big on the athletics. I mean, on the academic side of it, but I also understand the importance of the athletic and just having your body in shape, because, we all know our health is our wealth. So we can't do one without the other.
Excellent.
And with tennis being an individual sport, character is big because, you could be down and out, but if you get to throwing your racket and get upset, you have really took yourself out the match. And then you got coaches and, people watching you. They don't want to coach a coachable kid. So
that's right.
The reason is that you have to maintain that poise. And if you lose gracefully and just know that I always tell her, remember that person's name. You're going to see her again. And you go get them. And that's just how I look at it. You don't look for that person again. So that's what I try to teach her, because you have a lot of kids that get out there in tennis and they breaking rackets and getting upset. And, I tell my daughter, them rackets ain't cheap.
That's right.
So
that's
you
right.
Your poise and do what you got to do. If you lose, you shake her hand, say nice match, and we'll see you again. So
that's it.
So you gotta lose gracefully. That's all.
Wow, I love it. So let me make sure, because I have yet to go to a youth tennis match.
100%.
Are you telling me that kids right now, young people right now, out there breaking rackets in front of people? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh yes. And don't let wealthy kids, like we went.
What?
We went to a tournament down in South Florida. These kids were breaking rackets at 8, 9 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm just upset. But these parents are paying $40,000 a year for these academies too now.
That's true. Very much so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's a lot of, they put a lot of pressure on you, So
I got you. Wow. Now, I want everybody that's watching this video, if you just heard what Darrell shared with us in reference to our children showing poise and character out on the court, sportsmanship. At the end of the day, it's sportsmanship. And when we're putting this pressure on our young people to perform at a certain level at 8, 9, I mean, it can go as low as 6 years old. I've seen some amazing stuff. I'm heavily involved at the football and baseball levels, and I'm around a lot of AAU basketball. And so I've seen some tantrums by far in those sports, and just some amazing, well, I ain't even gonna say amazing, I'm gonna say more embarrassing, some embarrassing situations with adults and the young people. Let me say it like that. And so what y'all sharing with me that this is happening out in tennis, which is supposed to be one of our more dignified sports, along with golf. I'm not happy to hear about that stuff. And so parents, listen, coaches, listen. Hey, let's ease up a little bit, and let's allow our young people to be young people. Let's allow them to be children and grow up and develop and grow. And let's keep this pressure and stress off of them so that they can develop properly and they can grow up into some mentally sane adults. How about let's do it that way, so our kids can be happy and not feel all this stress as they grow up. How about that? And let's teach them to do it the right way. Larissa mentioned it earlier. Hey, they're watching us. So if we're acting a fool out on the soccer pitch, out on the baseball diamond, wherever we are on the basketball courts, even gymnastics, if we're in there acting a fool, our children see us, and we will put undue pressure on them. And I'm gonna be transparent with you. I've had issues out on the soccer pitch with my daughter before, my oldest daughter. And once she got to the 9th grade, you know what I had to do, Larissa and Darrell? I had to tell her, listen, yes, Daddy has been outspoken a lot of times if you've grown up. And you know what? The buck stops here. Here in the 9th grade, you don't have to worry about your daddy in the stands acting a fool or any of that stuff. I'm gonna sit there. If something happens to you, I'm still gonna just sit there, and I just let your mama run out there on the field and let her handle that. But I'm not gonna get involved. And I'm gonna wait till everything is over, and then I'll deal with it off the field or on the, in the office or at the school or wherever we need to go to handle it as adults. And that's how I've chosen to handle it these last several years as my oldest daughter has grown, and she appreciates that. So that's what we have to do, be that example, Larissa. And I had to learn my lesson myself. So when I'm talking to parents and coaches, I'm talking from experience, not just hearsay. I'm talking from something I've done before that was probably not right, and I had to make the correction myself. So I salute y'all, and I hope y'all haven't been kicked out of any baseball fields or tennis matches yet, or anything, anything like that.
Experiences as well. It's a learning lesson, man. You see so badly, and you want the best for your kids. And I know for a while Taylor did not want us coming because it was like, we know she plays so much better, and then she would get out there, and so we're being all emotional. So it's about learning that self-control, and we noticed that when we practice self-control, she learned to practice self-control. So it's give and take. We're not perfect, but like you said, we're learning. So.
And with tennis, you got to understand, they don't have any referees or anything. They're calling their own balls out.
Oh, really?
Yes. So the thing about it is, when you see her playing kids and they're cheating her, and you blatantly see them cheating, you want to say, as parents, you can't say anything. But the thing about it, you see them blatantly cheating like a lot.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, now I did not. You telling me there's no linesmen out there calling the shots or anything?
Oh, not for the small. You don't get linesmen. You probably don't get linesmen maybe until you get into college.
There is so for like the bigger tournaments.
But they still have linesmen. They don't have linesmen. They just have they don't have linesmen.
They have officials like
they have people walking around. So when you have an issue, With someone calling your ball out, you could say, I'm stopping, I'm calling the official and have them to watch the match.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I got you.
If you see
That makes sense.
cheating, then you can say, hey, you need to watch this match.
Yeah.
And then they'll stand there and watch it.
For like,
But
see what you're saying.
you got to think, some of these tournaments have 20, 35 courts, and they might only have 3 or 4 officials, USTA officials. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you're talking about a sport. Oh, go ahead, Darrell. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The kids have integrity. You just run into a few that don't like losing, and they're going to win.
and then a lot of times you might accidentally call a ball out, not knowing it was out, but you at the end of the day, you just got to go with your first choice.
Wow. Now you're talking about development. You're talking about that's why this is so important, because y'all are teaching me a lot. I had no idea youth tennis went that way, and that the young people are calling their own out of bounds and in calls. I had no idea.
Yes,
I promise you.
People see tennis on TV and they think that's the way it gets.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No. Like
I would have been arguing. I would have been arguing if y'all didn't share this with me and this came up outside somewhere. I would have been having a huge debate with somebody about this. Nah, there's people calling in and out.
So
wow.
The big thing is it's integrity, man. I mean, even as adults, me and my wife play adult tennis, so it's all about integrity. We don't have nobody out there. You have to call that ball, in or out.
Wow.
It's up to you.
Wow. So now you just took me back to the playgrounds when we played basketball in the neighborhood, and we're calling our own fouls. But our own foul used to be, if you're not bleeding, it's not a foul. So I don't even understand this right here when you call your in and out in tennis. That's amazing. Now I even salute you and admire you even more, Taylor, because now I know for sure your integrity, your poise, your care, everything I'm seeing and have seen about you. Now I see how you're developing like that. That's outstanding, young lady. Wow, calling your own in and out, and you have to deal with and when you make a mistake, you got to deal with it. Wow, I love it. Excellent. So now, we're gonna go ahead, get ready to close out here, and thank y'all for sharing that. So the love of tennis is all throughout the family. Larissa, you play USTA tennis. Darrell, you play. Now here's a question. I don't want y'all reaching across each other. Who's the best tennis player in the house?
Me.
They say I do.
She just picked it up as an adult.
Yeah.
Now I played as a kid. I started playing at 10. So
I got you.
what it is that this is when I went to high school. Tennis wasn't cool no more. I wanted to play football, so I played football. So I still played tennis, but I didn't focus on it like that. So
I got you.
But I always kept it up. So I'm pretty good. I can beat my daughter.
I'm better than you.
I hope so. Until she get around 17, I think you're gonna have a run for your money, Darrell. By the time she gets about 17, if not before.
No, 15.
She say 15. That's right. Now, Taylor, who are some of your? So I know you're watching tennis. The U.S. Open is going on right now. Who are some of the tennis players that you look up to that are playing right now?
So of course, like Serena and Venus, but they're kind of, you got to look at the newer players, and so now I would definitely say Coco Jones, right?
Yeah, Coco. Coco. What's her last name? Coco Gauff.
Go.
Yeah. Yeah, Gauff, I believe.
Coco Gauff, Sasha Vickery, and Sloane Stephens.
Ah, yes. Okay, those sound like three. I've heard of 2 out of the 3 of those young ladies. So that's awesome. Now, yeah, Serena, Venus, legends of the game. They're still playing out there. I guess Serena's chasing those championships. Trying to, get to the app. I mean, she's at the top now. I don't know. She don't have anything to prove to me personally or anybody in the world, I would imagine. You're talking about a Hall of Famer, her and her sister, actually, for that matter. So that's beautiful. Yeah, definitely some outstanding young people to watch. Yes, Larissa. You about to say something?
Yeah, I was also going to mention that we've actually been fortunate enough to be able to go with Coach Wink's group down to the U.S. Open a couple years, maybe about 2 or 3 years. And so we've been able to work live. And so we've always got to see great players. Taylor's first year, she was actually, somebody gave her a ticket to go watch Serena play. And so she watched Serena play live, and we've gotten like right up close and personal with a lot of the players. And it's a really great experience. It was great for her and for all those kids that go. And that's why, you know, neighborhood programs like your McGhee Tennis Center and your Washington parks, that's why they are so important in our communities, because they give kids like ours opportunities that they would not otherwise have had. You know, Coach Wink takes a bus full of kids down to the U.S. I mean, of course, not this year, but every year he's been taking those kids down to the U.S. Open and just exposing them to something different, and that's so important. There's nothing like seeing that player live and being able to touch them.
Absolutely, Larissa. Larissa, let me ask this. So when they're being exposed to these big time tournaments and seeing these professional players play, how many parents get to go with them, or how many parents do you see out there taking their kids out to events like this?
Well, so for the trip every year, not every parent can go, but I get your point, and to your point, we need more parental involvement. We definitely need it all. I tell people I started playing because I was taking her to practice and I wasn't having time to work out. So I was like, what better workout than tennis? And so that's how I got involved. Right. So I always encourage parents because, you know, like as you mentioned, it's very important. It's critical. You know, our kids do what they see us doing again. And when they see us out there being healthy and being competitive, you know, we play as a family typically every Sunday. And so it's become our family. And so it builds, you know, just those helps us with our relationship as a family. So it's great. And again, to your point, we need that involvement. We need more kids in tennis and golf. And, you know, it's because it's something that the whole family can do.
I love it. I love it. And thank you for stressing that again. That's beautiful.
And that's
so now,
go
ahead, Darrell.
Coach Winks and the Coach Coxon, we going through an issue right now. That's why we need this support, because they're trying to take those guys out of the tennis center and bring companies in to run those tennis centers. And those guys coached me when I was a kid. So the thing about that is it's kind of wrong how they're doing things right now, but that's why we have to get out and have people in the neighborhoods to support these tennis centers and come.
Advocate for our babies.
Yes. Yes. We need that, because I mean, they've been here since I was in the community when I was a kid. So to take them away, these coaches are like father figures to these kids. So absolutely. You know, we treat them just like family. We can drop our kids off there and go do whatever we have to do and not worry about anything being harmed or anything being wrong to them. So we really need those tennis centers in the community, and not let some company come in and take over them and get rid of these guys and just put them out on the street somewhere.
Man, wow. And see, I'm glad you shared that, because I had no idea that was happening. And definitely I want to talk with you more about that, Darrell and Larissa, because I remember I grew up in that area, John A. White Park. I played soccer out there back when I was a youngster. Shout out to the Southwest YMCA up Campbellton Road. Yes. That's where we played our games on Saturday mornings. So no, I know exactly what you're saying. And when we started talking about Joseph D. McGhee Tennis Center, you're talking about legendary situation out there in Southwest Atlanta. So yeah, I want to learn more about what's going on out there, and let's see if we can help them in any kind of way to make sure they're there. Because I'm familiar with South Fulton Tennis Center. My youngest daughter, we're getting her involved in tennis, and Taylor, she's doing just what you said. We have not attempted to play any tournaments or anything. She's just training. That's all we're doing right now. So thank you for mentioning that earlier in the conversation today. And man, and shout out to that's Coach Coxton and Coach Ackerman out there at McGhee Tennis Center, correct? Larissa and Darrell?
No, Coach Coxton at McGhee and Coach Wink is at Washington Park.
Okay.
Philip Ackerman is one of my friends that grew up with me that coaches, and he played at Morehouse. So
excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes. All right. So now let everybody know what you are doing here during these COVID-19 times. See, a lot of people out here say, oh man, I'm bored, or there's nothing to do. And I've spoken to a lot of coaches from football to baseball coaches and parents during this COVID-19 times. And one of the things I say is when a person is bored, that just means they're a boring person, because there's always something to do.
Amen.
I had a talk with my 9-year-old about that this past weekend. When you say you're bored, that just means you're a boring person.
Mm-hmm.
Pick up a book. There's YouTube videos. You can learn how to do additional training. So, Ms. Taylor, what have you been doing to improve during this COVID-19 time as a person and as a student athlete? Because remember now, we got young ladies watching this video that are younger than you, but they want to win a tennis tournament one day too. So you leading the way on that. So what have you been doing, Taylor?
At the beginning of COVID, before school started, we were going out at Woodland, a school near here that has tennis courts. We would go there. We would practice every day with coach. Coach would come down here with a bunch of other tennis players. We would all practice there. And ever since that stopped, usually in the morning, me, my dad, and my little brother, and sometimes my neighbor, we'll go outside and we do drills in the morning. We run the neighborhood and just do drills to help you get faster, stronger, all that in the morning. And school-wise, but aside from the time at school here, I like to read a lot, and then I get a lot of homework and things I have to study after school, so I'm doing that after school.
Wow. I love it. I love it. Now that's what I'm talking about, getting better, Taylor. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. So, Darrell, Larissa, COVID-19, we have the new, I call it the new civil rights movement going on right now in this country. What have y'all been doing as a family? How has COVID-19 affected you all as a family? Let's start there.
So I think, like every other family in America, I think the biggest thing is just being all together all the time. We're doing the virtual school. Both the kids have opted to do virtual school. And so for us, it's just remembering who we are, what things are important to us, trying to keep those routines, trying to keep that consistency. So, like Taylor mentioned, getting up and working out, we all try to be up and be active and be doing something by around 6:30 in the morning. And so just making sure that we're still doing the things that we know are right. This is a trying time for us all. Before this, Darrell was in the gym every day,
That's right.
because that's his stress reliever. And so we're adapting and we're doing things differently. The biggest change is probably just doing more things as a family. COVID has really given us the time. It can be a blessing and a curse, and we're choosing to look at it more like a blessing. And we a lot more time where we're kind of cracking down on our diet and the things that we put into our bodies. We're having more conversations, and we're really talking to the kids kind of about what they want. And if tennis isn't it, what is it that you want, and how passionate are you going to be? What are you willing to do? Because, just as we mentioned, even with other athletes, we see the ones that there are some that, their game stayed the same, but there are a lot of them that their game got a lot better because they're taking this time just to kind of focus on areas that they may have been weaker on. So that's what we're doing as a family. We're focusing on those weak spots where, using those charts, having reminders, we're holding each other accountable, and we're doing the best that we can. We're remembering that, physical health and mental health kind of go hand in hand. So we're doing all those things to make sure that we're still in good shape over here in the Hendley house.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I hope everybody heard about that. They're looking at it as a blessing instead of a curse. Spending more family time and getting better. I love it. I love it. Well, Darrell, I'll direct this question directly to you. The new civil rights movement, brother. It's a lot of things going on out here in the world right now. We're in an election cycle. We don't have to go into that per se, but what are your thoughts on this new civil rights movement and the future? How that's going to affect the future with your children and just with the Hendley household as a whole?
My biggest thing is like I've always been taught what my dad and my stepfather taught me is, just stay aware of what's your surroundings and what's going on. I try to teach my kids, look, anything goes on with any type of police activity, anything, listen to what they're saying. Unless they're going to harm you in any kind of way, you listen, and all I want you to do is come home. That's it.
That's right.
I have a 27-year-old, so the thing about it is that, he's out there. So he's, them 27, them 20, them 25, between 25 and 30, they're out there marching and doing the protesting. And so my biggest thing with him is this: you have to be safe, because regardless of the point, it's a new time. And
absolutely,
if we don't teach our kids to get out and vote and do the right thing, then they're gonna keep dealing with what we're dealing with right now. So
absolutely,
all the time, if there's lines out there, take your kids with you. Let them stand in the line with you, so they can see doing to make this vote count. Because we gotta have our kids. I talk to my friends all the time. With you too. You one of my good friends. So I tell y'all, we got to get that age between 18 and 30. We got to get them home. And that's the biggest issue right there. If you can get them to the poll, then we'll be a better country.
I love it. Hey, America, the world. You see why I had to interview the Hendley family? Do you see what's going on here? That's what I'm talking about right there. Now, I was trying to end this interview a couple of minutes ago, but we kept on talking. It's beautiful. I'm glad we did, because we hit on some very valuable points: voting, balance in the family. I'm just recapping everything today. Taylor talking about understanding history. This is beautiful coming from a young person. Listen, what would y'all tell parents? And this will be the last question of the night. What would y'all share with parents that have young student athletes that are rising and that are coming up education-wise, athletically, socially? What would you like to share as your parting shot? Taylor, we'll start with you. All the young ladies that are looking up to that 13-year-old young lady, which is you. What would you share with the younger young ladies?
Whatever you're doing, just have fun and be happy. Because especially if you want it to be a career, you can't if you start it and you know that you don't like it, you don't love it, don't continue it. Make sure you're doing something that you're having fun with, because it's so much easier to work and be doing something that you love versus having to stay in the office and work not doing something you don't want to do.
I love it. Larissa?
I think Taylor did a very good job of what we try to instill in this house, which is just to be happy, to do things that you love. Of course, we touched on respect and, again, knowing how to pray, knowing that there is somebody else greater than us that we can call on whenever we need to. So that would definitely be my advice. And also just to parents, remember to listen to your kids, remember to have those conversations. We all show stress and emotions in different ways. And that's been a key takeaway for myself during this time. It's taking those time to have this conversation and really listening to what Taylor has to say, what Henry has to say, what Quavius has to say, and just not showing judgment or, pushing any one particular thing on them, but just listening and having those conversations.
Wow. I love it. Darrell?
I just want them to strive to be the best at whatever they want to succeed at. It's me being a student athlete. I try not to live through my kids, and I see a lot of parents doing it, and it's hard when you was a student athlete because you know the mistakes you made, and you don't want them to make that same mistake. So you're thinking if they don't make that mistake, they can get to that next level. That ain't always the case. With tennis, coaches tell us all the time, Taylor could be the greatest tennis player as a junior. when you get to college, you gotta love the game to keep going. You gotta love it. Not like you have to love it. If you don't love it, you're not going to succeed in it because it takes up all of your time. Ain't no time for dating, ain't no time. So you have to love it. And that's the biggest thing. My son, I let him, my youngest, I let him play everything. I'm not forcing nothing on him. I love football.
Right.
I love it, but I would never let him play tackle until he wants to. That's just me. But I don't force anything on him. I let him play everything, figure out what's good for him. He plays golf, tennis, baseball, football. He's played soccer. You know, I just want to introduce him to everything. So when he make that choice of what he want to do, when he say, Dad, I'm ready to focus on this is what we'll focus on. So
absolutely.
I just try to keep them trained up and keep them aware of what you got to do to have your body right for these sports. So if your body's not right, then it's not going to react right when it's time to get out there and play that sport. So
absolutely.
So all I can tell parents is that just enjoy it and don't live through them. Just enjoy it and look, have a good time watching the kids as they're young and play.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, that's a big one right there, Darrell. Yeah, just enjoy watching our kids play. I love it. I love it. We're gonna leave it right there, my brother. So listen, thank you all for being a part. Oh, yes, ma'am. For being a part of the student athlete. Oh, go ahead, Larissa. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, most definitely. Hey, this is what you all have shared with us today is what the Student Athlete Playbook video conversation is all about. Highlighting great parents, highlighting great student athletes, and sharing that with the world. That's what we're here to do. Because if we can't talk to each other, we can't have these kind of conversations, then we're in trouble. And so today, I think we shared a lot of great information. We highlighted a great family, the Hendley family, and that's my mission, to show people what is good in the world right now. See, we get a lot of negative press, a lot of negative things are put out there in the forefront. And so you mentioned the word balance. We choose to be the balance with the Student Athlete Playbook video conversation to show some of the good things, the great things that are going on out here in the world, and y'all exemplify that. You know, nobody's perfect, of course, but there is good going on out here, and we want to show as much of that as possible. So listen, thank you all. Everyone that's watching, this is the Hendley family. I am Barry Brown, author of the Amazon bestseller, The Student Athlete Playbook, Success in the Classroom, Sports and Life. If you have not picked up your copy, you can go to Greenbrier Mall and pick it up at McGhee Bookstore. If you're out in Clayton County, go over to Nubian Bookstore, pick it up there. And of course, you can go on Amazon and order the books, the workbook, the Student Athlete Journal, and the Student Athlete Facilitator's Guide. And as always, you can visit our website, Youth Education and Sports, and studentathleteplaybook.org. That's Youth Education and Sports.org and studentathleteplaybook.org. We'll be back very soon with another great Student Athlete Playbook video conversation. And thank you to the Hendley family. One love.
Thank you.
Thank you.